Alright, so this is part 2 of the best and latest PC and console games that made their way to Android. I missed some really solid ones in the first video, but I'm fixing that today. We're gonna check out how good these ports are, how the games actually play on mobile, and once again prove that Android has some serious gaming potential. And there are 2 upcoming games, just to let you know. I'm the new voiceover for this channel. So without further ado, let's see what I've got for you. Starting with number 10, Fall Guys. Fall Guys originally came out on August 4, 2020, but the mobile version finally dropped on August 16, 2024 through the Epic Game Store. It's also available on TapTap, where it has a rating of 7.6, which is pretty solid. The graphics look decent, the mobile controls are acceptable, and if you've got a mid-range phone, the game runs fine. But the optimization isn't the best for low-end devices. Still, it's a fun party game, and if you haven't tried it on mobile yet, you can grab it from the Epic Store or TapTap and enjoy it on the go.
They do not want us down there.
Next up is Subnautica Mobile. So yeah, I actually found out about this after uploading part 1, and a few of you mentioned it in the comments too. And it's official. Subnautica is coming to iOS and Android on July 8th, 2025. This is a huge deal for mobile gaming, especially on Android. I'm honestly excited for this one. We just need good optimization, solid touch controls, and if they throw in controller support, that would make it even better. You can pre-register for the game right now on TapTap. Number 8, Cassette Beasts. Now, Cassette Beasts comes with a 3.4 rating. Not bad, I guess. Most of the early issues seem fixed, but some players still report lag and freezing. The good news? It supports controllers, and people are asking for adjustable on-screen buttons, which makes total sense. So what's the game about? It's a monster collecting RPG with retro pixel art and a cool 80s, 90s vibe. You explore an open world, build relationships, and battle creatures to find a way home. Combat is turn-based. Not really my thing, but fans of that style will enjoy it. You can try it for free, and if it runs well for you, maybe grab the full game. Next up is Katana ZERO, available through Netflix, and it's rocking a 4.6 rating on the Play Store. It's a stylish 2D action platformer with slick pixel art, a killer synth soundtrack, and a dark psychological story. You play as Subject Zero, a katana-wielding assassin with amnesia and the ability to slow down time. That time-slowing mechanic lets you deflect bullets, plan every move, and look like an absolute beast. Originally launched in 2019 on PC and Switch, the mobile version came out in 2024. The core gameplay is still awesome, and it feels smooth and satisfying on touchscreen. But let's be real, the port isn't perfect. Controller support is kinda broken, and there are still random crashes. That's why it's not ranked higher. The devs really need to fix that. Still, if you're into fast, flashy action with deep storytelling, this one's a must-try. Coming up next is one of my favorite games, Carrion Mobile. This is a reverse horror game, where you play as the monster, not the victim. It first came out in 2020, and the mobile port dropped in October 2024. You play as a creepy, tentacled creature trying to escape a research facility, consuming humans, spreading fear, and unlocking wild new abilities. The mobile version handles the weird movement and fluid physics really well. I actually tried it on my potato phone. A bit of lag, but still a fun experience. Overall, 10 out of 10. You can try it for free, and if you're into it, grab the full game. Alright, next up is an upcoming game that'll likely drop later this year, Tabs Mobile. It's the same hilarious physics-based battle simulator we've seen on PC, but now it's coming to Android and iOS as Tabs Pocket Edition. The devs confirmed it'll include all units, factions, campaign, and sandbox modes. No crossplay with PC or consoles, but Android and iOS can play together. Performance has been surprisingly good in early tests, according to the devs. They're optimizing it based on average mobile specs. Plus, there'll be graphics settings too. The game will be pay to download, with no pay to win nonsense. And yes, it'll include the full original game content right from launch. They also mentioned mod support might come later, though it's still up in the air for now. They're working hard to make it work on mobile without cutting features. Next is Poppy Playtime Chapter 3, with a 4.9 rating on the Play Store. The original game dropped back in 2021, and Chapter 3, titled Deep Sleep, released on mobile in October 2024. It continues the creepy story in the abandoned Playtime Co-Factory, and now introduces a spooky orphanage called Playcare. The gameplay is first-person horror, with a mix of puzzles and exploration. This chapter dives deeper into the lore and has some really intense moments. People are actually saying this port is better than the previous chapters. There are some small issues, but nothing major. Overall, a solid port. And if you've got a low-end phone, it's probably gonna lag. Number 3 is Blasphemous. Now, this one I skipped in part 1 because of control issues. But hey, those are fixed now. There's no Play Store rating yet, but on the App Store it's sitting at a solid 4.3, and people seem happy. The devs improved the UI, added fully customizable touch controls, and fixed the annoying movement stick. It now moves wherever your thumb lands. Though I'm not 100% sure if that's the same for all phones or just tablets, so let me know in the comments. As for the game itself, Blasphemous is a dark and brutal 2D action platformer with Metroidvania vibes. You play as the Penitent One, a silent knight in thorny armor with a helmet that screams nightmare fuel. The game's loaded with religious horror, inspired by Spanish folklore, and yeah, it's rated mature. So not for kids, but if you're into tough Souls-like combat and twisted art, this one's totally worth it. Moving on, it's Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. I also didn't include this in part 1 because of control issues, but guess what? The devs actually fixed it. WDevs. The game's now sitting at 4.4 stars on the Play Store, and the mobile version dropped on April 11th, 2025. Thanks to recent updates, controls are smoother, UI bugs are fixed, and touch input no longer disappears randomly. Now, about the game, this isn't just a reboot. It's a full-on Metroidvania-style 2.5D action platformer. You play as Sargon, a super agile warrior with crazy time powers like teleportation, grappling hooks, and more. Combat is fast and stylish, parries feel super satisfying, and you can even store projectiles in a pocket dimension. Boss fights are tough and multi-phase, but they feel fair if you've got the skills. You'll face mythological monsters, tricky traps, and plenty of moments where you'll rage at your own timing. The good thing is there's a platforming assist if you're stuck, so no worries if you're not a pro. And those amulets let you tweak Sargon's powers to match your playstyle, whether it's more damage or healing. Honestly, it's one of the most ambitious action games on mobile right now. And now that they're improving the port, it totally deserves a spot on this list. And finally, at number 1, Grid Legends Deluxe Edition. This one's been out on PC since 2022, and the mobile version dropped on December 10, 2024. It's already sitting at 4.5 stars on the App Store. No Play Store reviews yet, but it's looking good. You get an actual live-action story mode, a deep career mode, and even a race creator. Pretty stacked. The graphics is insane for mobile. Easily one of the best looking racing games out there. But yeah, RIP low-end phones, you'll need at least 8 GB RAM. And 18 GB free if you want HD textures. If you're into racing and got the phone to handle it, you're gonna enjoy this one. So yeah, that's it for this one. I know I still probably missed a few games. If you enjoy the video, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, go check out part 1 if you haven't already.